The Indian Premier League, or IPL, burst onto the cricketing scene in 2008, captivating audiences worldwide with its unique blend of sport and entertainment. Lalit Modi, the league's founder and first chairman, envisioned a tournament that would revolutionize cricket, attracting top players and unprecedented corporate investment. Under Modi's leadership, the IPL achieved phenomenal success, quickly becoming one of the most valuable sporting leagues globally. Yet, beneath the glitz and glamour lay a murky underbelly of corruption allegations that would ultimately tarnish Modi's legacy and cast a long shadow over the league's future. From its inception, the IPL was plagued by whispers of shady dealings, with accusations of financial irregularities swirling around Modi. As the league's popularity soared, so too did scrutiny of its financial management. Critics pointed to the lack of transparency in team ownership structures and the exorbitant sums being paid to players and franchises. The Board of Control for Cricket in India, the BCCI, faced mounting pressure to investigate these allegations. In 2010, a series of explosive revelations rocked the IPL, bringing Modi's alleged wrongdoings into sharp focus. Leaked emails and confidential documents pointed to a pattern of financial mismanagement, money laundering, and conflicts of interest. Modi vehemently denied these accusations, claiming he was the victim of a political witch hunt. However, the BCCI, under the leadership of N. Srinivasan, launched a formal investigation into Modi's conduct, ultimately leading to his suspension and subsequent expulsion from the board. The IPL scandal sent shockwaves through the Indian cricketing world, raising serious concerns about the integrity of the sport. Modi's downfall became a cautionary tale, highlighting the dangers of unchecked power and the corrosive effects of corruption on even the most successful ventures. The scandal also exposed the deep-rooted influence of politics and money in Indian cricket, prompting calls for greater accountability and transparency within the BCCI. One of the most serious allegations leveled against Lalit Modi was that he had siphoned off funds from the IPL for personal gain. Critics accused him of awarding lucrative contracts to companies owned by his friends and family members, bypassing established tendering processes and inflating costs. The Enforcement Directorate, India's financial crime investigation agency, launched an inquiry into these allegations, scrutinizing Modi's financial dealings and those of his close associates. The ED's investigation uncovered evidence of numerous financial irregularities, including discrepancies in the allocation of broadcast rights, irregularities in the auctioning of players, and the diversion of funds to offshore accounts. The agency also raised concerns about the lack of proper accounting practices within the IPL, making it difficult to trace the flow of funds and identify potential instances of misappropriation. The BCCI's role in overseeing the IPL's finances also came under scrutiny. Critics argued that the board had failed to implement adequate checks and balances, allowing Modi to operate with impunity. The scandal highlighted the lack of transparency and accountability within the BCCI, prompting calls for greater government oversight of the organization and its financial dealings. In addition to financial mismanagement, Lalit Modi was accused of engaging in money laundering activities, using the IPL as a conduit to move ill-gotten gains, through a complex web of shell companies and offshore accounts. The ED alleged that Modi had created a sophisticated system to obscure the origin of funds, making it difficult to trace the money back to its source. The ED's investigation focused on several key transactions, including the sale of broadcast rights, the auctioning of players, and the awarding of franchise agreements. The agency alleged that Modi had manipulated these transactions to generate illicit profits, which were then laundered through a series of shell companies based in tax havens like Mauritius and the British Virgin Islands. These offshore entities were allegedly used to conceal Modi's involvement in the transactions and to evade taxes. The money laundering allegations against Modi were particularly damaging to his reputation, as they suggested a deliberate intent to deceive and defraud. The ED's investigation painted a picture of a complex financial conspiracy involving multiple individuals and entities, all working in concert to facilitate the movement of illicit funds. Section 4. Conflicts of interest. Blurring the lines of ownership. Another major point of contention surrounding Lalit Modi's tenure as IPL chairman was the issue of conflicts of interest. Critics accused Modi of using his position to benefit his own business interests, blurring the lines between his personal investments and his role as head of the league. One of the most glaring examples cited was Modi's alleged involvement in the ownership of the Rajasthan Royals franchise. Modi vehemently denied any wrongdoing, claiming that he had fully disclosed his business interests to the BCCI and that there was no conflict of interest. However, leaked documents and emails suggested otherwise, indicating that Modi had played a more active role in the franchise's operations than he had publicly acknowledged. These revelations raise serious concerns about the transparency and fairness of the IPL's ownership structure. The conflict of interest allegations against Modi underscored the importance of clear guidelines and regulations governing the ownership of IPL franchises. The scandal prompted calls for stricter rules to prevent individuals from using their positions within the BCCI or the IPL for personal gain. Section 5. The fallout, a tarnished legacy and legal battles. The fallout from the IPL scandal was swift and severe. Lalit Modi, once hailed as the visionary behind the league's success, became a pariah in the cricketing world. The BCCI, facing intense public pressure, banned Modi for life from any involvement in Indian cricket. Modi, in turn, launched a series of legal challenges against the BCCI, disputing the allegations and accusing the board of acting out of malice. The scandal cast a long shadow over the IPL, tarnishing the league's image and raising questions about its long-term viability. The BCCI implemented a series of reforms aimed at improving transparency and accountability, but the damage had been done. The scandal served as a stark reminder of the fragility of sporting institutions and the corrosive effects of corruption. For Lalit Modi, the IPL scandal marked a dramatic fall from grace. Once a powerful figure in Indian cricket, he found himself ostracized and embroiled in protracted legal battles. The scandal tarnished his reputation, casting a dark cloud over his legacy as the founder of the IPL. Section 6. Conclusion. The enduring impact on Indian cricket. The IPL scandal remains a watershed moment in the history of Indian cricket, exposing the vulnerabilities of a sport grappling with its newfound wealth and global prominence. The allegations against Lalit Modi and the subsequent fallout had a profound impact on the league, the BCCI, and the broader cricketing landscape. While the IPL has continued to thrive commercially, the scandal served as a cautionary tale, highlighting the need for greater transparency, accountability, and ethical conduct within the sport. The scandal also prompted a wider debate about the role of money and politics in Indian cricket. The BCCI, long accused of being opaque and unaccountable, faced increased scrutiny of its governance practices. The scandal underscored the need for greater regulation and oversight of the board, prompting calls for reforms to ensure the integrity of the sport. The legacy of the IPL scandal is complex and multifaceted. While the league has undoubtedly been a commercial success, the scandal exposed the dark underbelly of Indian cricket, reminding fans and stakeholders alike that even the most glamorous sporting ventures are not immune to the perils of corruption. The scandal serves as a constant reminder of the importance of strong governance, ethical leadership, and a commitment to transparency and accountability in safeguarding the integrity of the sport.